Welcome to the Copilot Cafe. This session is all about Copilot in Microsoft Word. I'm going to take you through how I need to make my new marketing strategy for the Copilot Cafe and how I'm going to use Copilot to help me build that. I'm going to use it to brainstorm some ideas, to create some FAQs, to create an exec summary. I'm also going to need to hire some people for the cafe. So I'm going to be comparing CVs and asking Copilot to help me pick that best candidate. I'll be looking at how I can take the meeting minutes where we've discussed this new strategy and I can bring this into the meeting minutes format that we use every week. So join me today. Let's have a look at how Copilot in Word can help you. Now, I want to create a new marketing strategy for the Copilot Cafe. So the first thing I'm going to do is open my Word document and I'm going to press on Copilot. And I'm going to tell Copilot what it is I want to do. I want to outline a marketing strategy for a new launch of Copilot Cafe, and that's happening in October 2024. So I press on the arrow and let's see what Copilot comes up with. Okay, so it's starting to put together a strategy for me, and it's got seven main points here. It's given me some other questions that I might want to ask, but I'm just going to copy this for now, and I'm going to pop this into my document. So you can see here, it's told me it's outlined this information, and it's told me a few things that I need to think about. Content creation, promotional activity, sales and customer support, and other things to think about. Okay, now I need a good title for this document, so I'm going to ask Copilot to actually just suggest a new title, a good title for me. So I'll pop that question into Copilot. It knows that we're still talking about this marketing strategy. I haven't started a new topic or anything. So it's recommended marketing strategy for the launch of Copilot Cafe. And I'm just going to copy that. And then I'm going to go into Copilot in the document itself. And I'm just going to say, add the title. And I'm just copying what Copilot suggested. And there you see it's given me a new title. Okay, let's tidy that up a little bit. Perfect. Right, now I want to ask some questions because obviously I've got some great stuff. It's a great start, but maybe I need some more things. So maybe I need some more content I need to add. So I want to know, well, how am I going to measure the success of this? So why don't I ask Copilot to help me with that? So it's given me some recommendations for measuring success. I'm going to add those to my document. I'm going to give it a title of measuring success. So pop that in there. And actually, this information here, I think would be better in a table. I'm going to press on the Copilot and I'm going to say, visualize as table. You can see I've got three options here. I can make changes to it. I could ask it to auto rewrite it for me. But in this case, I'm asking it to make this into a table for me. So that's going to quickly do that. And I'm going to remove the text that I originally had in there. So you can see now I've got this table. It's just put that information into an easier to read format. I'm going to just ask for a little bit more information. So what about, are there any market trends available for launching a cafe in the last 2 years? So Copilot's going to go out to the web and it's going to search for information that might be relevant in this area. this is just saving me lots and lots of time where I would have had to go out and search for this myself. I can now just ask my new personal assistant to go out and help me. So you can see here, it's found some data. The market achieved 11.9% in 2023. Economic challenges, customer behavior. So it provided me a lot of information there. You can also see that I can go and find out where it got this information from, whether that's other documents that I've got, or it's gone and got that from the internet. So let me just copy that information in here, and I'm going to say market trends, and I'm going to give that a second header and tidy it up. Now, it's not going to give me 100% of everything that I always want. So there'll always be a part where I need to check the data to start off with. And I also need to check the wording, because you can see here, it's included the 1, 2, 3s that included here of where it got the content. I don't want that. So I'm just going to take that out, and it's giving me some great information there. So that's all really useful for me. So I've got information that's held in a separate document that I want to bring into this document, and that information is in a document called Copilot Cafe Launch Budget and Resource Allocation. So I want the table out of this budget document adding to my marketing strategy. So if I click on the Copilot icon here, I can say add the budget table from, and when I press / here, it's going to come up with some documents that I've already had open, or I could start searching for it and it might bring it up. You see here, so it knows that I've been in this recently, so I select Copilot Cafe budget and just press generate. You see here now it's starting to bring that information into my document, which is great. Now, if I'm not happy with that, I might want to make some changes. Also add in the budget table in British pounds. So it's going to go back and look at that data. And you can see here, it's actually created me a new table now with information about the activity. It's put that budget in euros and into pounds. Give me the total price. It's also giving me a little bit more information there. Now, I'm really happy with that. I don't really like that heading that I just give it. So I can just go into that and just say auto rewrite, see if it comes up with a better name than budget information. So it said financial data. It's also given me some more options. I've got 1 of 3: financial summary, financial overview. So I'll probably call it financial data and press replace. And it's just changed that heading for me, which is great. So I'm expecting a lot of questions about this marketing strategy. I'm sure people will have a lot to talk about because there's definitely lots of things missing. But I'm going to go into Copilot and say, create 10 FAQs that colleagues will likely ask about this strategy. And I press on the button there. Let's see what Copilot comes up with now. Right, brilliant. So it's come up with some FAQs. That I'm likely to be asked. Okay, I'm going to copy that and I'm just going to pop that into my document again. And then finally, I should really put a bit of an exec summary on here so that people can just get an idea of what the whole document is about without having to read the whole thing. And I'm just going to copy that and I'll pop this into here. Give it a bit of a tidy up. Give that a subheading. Now, before I give this document to anybody, I might just want to check, is there any improvements I could make? Now, I might think this looks fabulous, but let me ask Copilot if it can help me make this a little bit better, or suggest some improvements before I show it to our leadership. So in Copilot, I've said, give me specific examples from this document on how I can improve it for a leadership review. So let's see what it says. So it's had a look through and it's given me some suggestions. So here are some examples of how you could improve. I include more detail about data and insights from surveys, clearly define the USP, provide a breakdown of budget allocations for each marketing channel. So you get the idea. Lots of things that I could improve on. So I could go and just have a think about how I could improve this document before I show it anybody else. Now, one other thing that I didn't show you here as well is if I go down to the bottom of my document here, let's take that out. I click on Copilot. You'll see here as well, it said, inspire me. So it could be that Copilot's got some other ideas of what I could add. So let's click on inspire me and see what Copilot comes up with. Some of the market trends are relevant for launching a cafe are So it's actually just giving me more information on marketing trends. Now, if I'm happy with that, I could just press keep it. And I'm just going to put that under other considerations. Now, I'm fairly happy with this document now, so I'm just going to save this. Now, I might want to create a beautiful PowerPoint presentation to accompany this document and take this data. So if you're interested in finding out how to do that, definitely go away and check out the PowerPoint session. If you've got a requirement to take meeting minutes, Copilot could be really helpful here. If you're having a Teams meeting, you can transcribe that meeting so you have all that information. And if you have a format that you usually use, as in this example, then you could bring the two together quite easily. So here I've got an example of a template that we would tend to use. So it's got the meeting name, the date, the time, location, the attendees, some of the key discussion points, actions, next steps, the typical things that you would normally take for meeting minutes. Now, I've also got here a transcription. So this is the transcript that came from the Teams meeting. So it's got all the information that I need. I know everything that was said. I just now need to get it into this format. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open a new blank Word document. And I am going to go to the Copilot button there. And I'm just going to say, using the format in / again, it's going to give me some options. Actually, it's got the one that I'm looking at. So that's the format. So that's the meeting minute template I already have. And the transcript from, and I'm going to mention that one now, Copilot CAF meetings transcription. It's actually picked that up because I've recently opened it. Put together meeting minutes, please. So as you can see here, it's brought in the name of the meeting details, time, location. It's used those headers that it sees in the template. So if I go back to that template, you can see attendees, key discussion points, actions, next steps. And it's done exactly the same. So it's brought that, gone through the transcript, and it's pulled in all the information from those people that were in the Copilot Cafe meeting and brought that information into the meeting minutes. It's Copilot, not autopilot, so there'll always be a bit of tidying up. There'll always be checking. You need to go through and just check that. But a really, really quick and easy way of bringing that transcript and putting it into the format that you would like to see it in. Now, there might be times where you want to compare data between two documents. So I'm going to give you an example of comparing CVs. I need to hire somebody from my Copilot Cafe. So I've got two candidates. I've got John Doe, very experienced barista, and he's applying for the role, as well as Charlie Taylor. He's also got a great level of experience and would like the role. So I need to find out who I should hire. So Copilot can definitely help me here. So if I go to a blank document here, so I've said, compare the following two documents and create a table that compares their skills. Give recommendations of pros and cons of hiring each candidate for a barista role in our new CAF. And then I'm just going to / and tell it, Copilot, where it can go, where it can find that information. So I'll point it to the John Doe CV and I'll point it to the Charlie Taylor CV. So it's coming up with loads of great information, looking at the different skills, the different qualifications, awards, even hobbies and interests, different levels of experience. And it's giving me some recommendations. So John is a candidate with wealth of experience and skills. He can bring a lot of values, demonstrated ability as cafe manager. He can handle responsibility, he can train. Charlie is a candidate with a genuine appreciation and enthusiasm in the UK cafe scene. So different reasons why I might want to consider each candidate. So who would you hire for the cafe? Would you hire John with his wealth of experience and managerial skills? Or would you hire Charlie with his wealth of enthusiasm and excitement for the cafe scene? Hope you find this session useful. Until next time.
Welcome to the Copilot Cafe. Join Joe for a 10-minute stay. Learn new tips every day with demos that